Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're counting down the top 10 best strikers in the game, and this list is being made right after TOTY has ended. So you know it's up to date with the current meta. Before we dive in, I want to go over a few things to help you get the most out of this video, and make sure you're using your strikers in the best possible way. First off, as you all know, strikers can be used in both dual striker and single striker formations, but not every striker is suited for both. Physically strong strikers, the ones who are tall and can play hold-up play, work well in both formations. Weaker, shorter strikers, on the other hand, are only effective in dual striker formations. If you try using them as a lone striker, they just won't perform well, and you'll struggle to get the best out of them. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump straight into the list and start at number 10. Number 10. For this spot, we have two players sharing the position, both fantastic choices depending on your playstyle. First up, Alexander Isak, Retro Stars and Player of the Month. Both versions of this card are incredibly solid, offering great runs, finishing, and overall strong in-game performance. He's tall, strong, and clinical. Exactly what you want in a striker. Next, we have Anderson Talisca, Trophy Titans, another top-tier striker option. Talisca is lethal in front of goal, and he plays like a complete striker. He can shoot, dribble, and make excellent runs. If you haven't tried him out yet, you should. Number 9. Coming in at number 9 is Samuel Eto'o. Now listen, this guy is just broken. He's lightning fast, his heel-to-heel flicks are insane, and he's got that physical presence to hold his own. If you've used him before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, go try him out at the scouting camp. You'll see what I mean. Number 8. Here we again have two players sharing the position. And these two are perfect for one specific playstyle, cross-spamming. It's Erling Haaland and Didier Drogba. I don't even need to say much about these guys. They're tall, bulky, and absolute monsters in the air. If you're someone who loves whipping in crosses and just spamming headers, these are the two strikers you need. Simple as that. Have number 7. Now we've got the GOAT himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. And yes, I actually packed him on the last day of TOTY and ranked him all the way to gold, so expect to see his gameplay soon when I push for FC Champion. Now let's talk about CR7 in-game. He's perfect for both single and dual striker formations. He has insane shot power, strength, and jumping, but he does have a few downsides. His dribbling isn't the best. He doesn't have a 5-star weak foot. And if you use him at red rank, he feels like a tank. Super sluggish and hard to move. So if you want to use him properly, you need to have him at gold rank at the very least. At red rank, he's just unplayable. But at gold rank, he's fast, powerful, and still an absolute beast. If EA had given him 5-star weak foot, he would have easily made it into the top 5. But right now, he just falls slightly short. Number 6. We've got Thierry Henry and Fernando Torres, Winter Wonders versions. Both of these strikers are incredibly solid, offering great pace, finishing, and overall smooth gameplay. If I had to choose, I'd say Torres is slightly better, simply because he's easier to get used to. Henry, on the other hand, takes a bit more time to master, but if you can get the hang of him, he's slightly better in all aspects. Number 5. Now we're getting into the top tier territory, and at number 5, we have Victor Gyökeres. If you've played head-to-head, you already know how broken this guy is. The only downside? He only has 3-star skill moves, which means you can't spam lane change. But he does have heel-to-heel flick, so he's still very usable. If he had better skills, he'd be in the top 2 easily. But even with the 3-star skills, he's still an incredible striker. Try him out at scouting camp, and you'll see for yourself. Number 4. This spot is shared by Mbappe and Bale. Both of them are pace merchants, and all it takes is one heel-to-heel flick or step over, and you're gone. Defenders just cannot keep up with them. If you have either of these cards and you're still not FC Champion, then it's a skill issue, simple as that. Number 3, here, we've got another deadly duo, Ginola and Isak, Winter Wonders versions. These two are perfectly balanced, both having 5-star weak foot and 4.5-star stamina. They can run non-stop for 70 to 80 minutes, but after that, they start to fade. Still, they're one of the best pairs you can use. Number 2. Now we're talking about Marco van Basten. I recently used him in my head-to-head push video with 28 training, and let me tell you, this guy is just different. He's fast, strong, clinical, has a 5-star weak foot, 4.5-star stamina, and perfect stats. There are no flaws with this card. He's priced at 3 billion coins, and the only reason I sold him is because I invest my coins. Right now I have 7 billion coins, so keeping a 3B striker just wasn't worth it. But make no mistake, if you can afford him, he's an absolute game changer. Number 1. Now, for the best striker in the game, and honestly, I don't know. I thought about putting Isak, Ginola, or Van Basten at number 1, but none of them feel like the clear best. So after a lot of thinking, I decided to put Ballon d'Or Ronaldo at number 1. Now, I haven't played against him or used him, but just looking at his stats, he is insane. EA has decorated him with perfect stats, work rates, and everything you could possibly want in a striker. He's currently priced at 7 billion coins, and that alone tells you how special he is. I tried him out in scouting event, but because of the bad point allocation system, he felt mid. But in a real match, there's no doubt that he's one of the most broken strikers in the game. Before we wrap up this list, let's take a moment to acknowledge some honorable mentions. Players who just barely missed the cut, but are still fantastic options, depending on your playstyle and squad needs. First up, we have Hong. This card is an absolute menace in attack, blessed with insane shooting stats and movement. The only reason he didn't make it into the top 10 is because EA has been rolling out back-to-back elite strikers, making the competition for a spot in this ranking extremely tough. But don't get it twisted. Son is still a top-tier option, especially if you love using finesse shots and long-range screamers. Next, we have Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia is a beast when it comes to dribbling and creating chances, and his finishing is top-notch as well. He may not be the most physically dominant striker, but in the right hands, he can be an absolute game-changer. Whether you're playing him as a second striker in a dual striker formation or bringing him off the bench as a super sub, he'll add a spark to your attack. Finally, Player of the Month deserves a mention. The fact that he's free means that every player has access to him, making him one of the most accessible elite strikers in the game. If you're debating whether to claim him, ask yourself, do you need a 104 rated striker for your starting XI, or as a high-impact super sub? If the answer is yes, then go for him. Just make sure to rank him at least to red rank with 25 training to maximize his effectiveness. Otherwise, he might not hold up against higher-tier defenses. And with that, we wrap up our top 10 strikers in the game list. Whether you agree or disagree, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know who you think should have made the cut. Did I miss anyone? Do you have a personal favorite that didn't make the list? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more content. I'll be back with another breakdown soon. Until then, keep grinding, keep winning, and I'll see you in the next one.